Hey everybody, welcome back. The following video is focused on one of the most common dysfunctional movements that I see in the clinic that leads me to diagnose a weakness of the gluteus muscles and therefore causing problems such as knee pain and low back pain. So this one movement is going to help you unlock your potential to have improved hip mobility and motor control at the same time. So hope you enjoy the video with some of these great tips and details that I have included to help you achieve your goals of hip mobility or hip stability. Oh, and also, I personally like to utilize this movement or this activity as a glute activation activity so that before I perform any exercises, I know that I'm going to have maximum activation to the glute muscle so that I can really get the most out of my workout or my corrective exercise activity. Okay, so when trying to train motor control or use a muscle that is difficult for you to use your mind to use, the first thing that's important is the setup. So make sure that you have the bottom leg knee bent and the hips are level. This is probably the most important. Have the hips stacked in a straight line, just like I'm showing in the video right now. Then you can have that top leg out straight and you're going to rise it up to the ceiling. That's hip abduction. Now, one of the things after setting up is where my hand is at. A lot of times people elevate their hips, they hike their hips, and you can put your hand there to easily help to prevent that from happening, just like I'm doing now. See the difference? Okay, another thing that happens is when people rise their leg up to the ceiling, that foot comes forward. And we want to make sure that leg stays back. Once you master that, then on the way up, you can pause for a second and point that toe to the ceiling. Now I'm going to show you with the other leg from the posterior view. So the hips are stacked, leg goes up, toes point to the ceiling, or your hip is now what's called externally rotating. And this is where you're going to feel the maximum activation of your gluteus muscles. So if you're keeping that leg back and you're externally rotating through the hip more than through your knee or your ankle, then you're going to be feeling that gluteus muscle activating right away. Okay, so there you go. The biggest things that I see happen are the leg moving forward, right? The quad muscles, the front thigh muscles are too tight. The hip falling back like I'm showing right now in the video. Or the hip hiking up, like the side of the hip moving towards your ear. Okay, so I still have people struggling with this, even though I talk them through it and show them what to do. So you can go ahead and use a prop like I'm doing right now, a mini foam roll or anything can stand up. Now, the cue is to not bump the foam roll or object as you rise up and down. That's going to prevent the leg from moving forward and using those front thigh hip muscles or your quad muscles. Another tip is to be doing this with your back against the wall and dragging your heel against the wall.